Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name's Cole. I love makeup and colour, and you're joining us on day 2 of Collab week. Today I'm collabing with one of my favourite YouTubers out there. Today I'm collabing with Grace from Gel Beauty 87. Grace is a beautiful human being who loves colour, loves to talk about new makeup releases, which you know I always love to talk about, and I love the fact that she's got a darker skin tone so that I can kind of see how she feels about new makeup releases, and I kind of base a lot of my decisions on those kind of based on her and whether she feels that they're inclusive. I love having other skin tones to kind of speak to and see what they think of new makeup releases, because I find it a good way to kind of make sure I'm being inclusive. If you haven't seen Grace's channel, make sure you go check her out. I'm going to link her in the title and in the description box. Today we're going to be talking about 10 palettes that if we only had 10 palettes, these would be the 10. I really enjoyed picking these out. You guys know I love eyeshadow, so does Grace. So it was a really fun video to do with her. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Let me know in the comments, what are your 10 palettes that you would keep if you couldn't keep any more? Okay, so this is my stack. I've tried to pick I don't think I've got any duplicate brands. I kind of tried to pick my favourite palette from each brand. There's a couple of brands that I really love that I could have included multiple of their palettes, but I've tried to keep it so we're talking about kind of one brand each. So I'm a colour lover, you guys know that, and I love a pretty shimmer, so I wanted to include this one. This is the Gloss Gods, the Colour of Rain palette. Gloss Gods are a Swedish, they're a European indie brand, and this is my favourite palette from them. This palette is stunning. We've got a black, and then there's 11 gorgeous multi-chromes in here. These are so shifty, so beautiful. I love kind of like a chunky shimmer. This palette is so good and really, really affordable considering the kind of formulas you get in here. I mean, just look at that. It's so beautiful. They're so pigmented, so gorgeous. So I definitely wanted to include that one. They do also have another beautiful all shimmer palette called Chasing Rainbows, I want to say, which has kind of more like varying shades, but I just love the kind of blues and pinks and greens. You all know I love a blue, a pink and a green. Okay, I have pulled out a couple of neutral palettes because I really love both of these. First off, we've got Icy Nude from Huda. This is their newest release. I just think this is gorgeous. It's one of those palettes that you can use for a really kind of subtle daytime look, or you can go and kind of do a super smoky, beautiful look. For me, Huda shimmers, in the big palettes specifically, I don't love the 9 pans, but they are one of the best shimmer formulas from kind of a, not a luxury brand, but not an indie brand, basically. I just think their shimmers are beautiful. The mattes blend gorgeously. I love this palette. And then the other one, I had to include this palette, one of my favourite palettes of all time. This is the Kaima Cosmetics Bougie Boudoir palette. I don't love the packaging, but the inside completely makes up for it. This is a beautiful kind of rosy nude palette. Kaima's a UK indie brand, which you know I love supporting a UK indie brand. I mean, just look at this shade Radiant. They're just, the shimmers in here are just incredible. And again, the mattes are beautiful, but for me, it's always going to be about the shimmers. I am a shimmer girl. This is a gorgeous palette. I absolutely love it. It is always sold out, so when it does get restocked, I always post it on my Instagram story because it's just stunning, and I think everybody should own it, basically. Right, okay, we're moving on to a bit more colourful. Natasha Denona. For me, Natasha Denona are a brand that I either love or hate. I always thought I was going to love the pastel palette. Tried that one, didn't love it. Xenon was fine, but I really, really love the new Roxa palette, so I wanted to include this one. This one has taken the top spot for me for Natasha Denona. My favourite was always the Sunset, but this one came out and just absolutely knocked it out of the park. Love a purple. The mattes from Natasha Denona are just incredible. I find sometimes Natasha Denona's can be kind of lacking in depth. But we've got we've got everything from really, really dark to really light in here. It's always a beautiful formula from Natasha Denona. Just for me, sometimes the colour stories miss the mark, but I absolutely love this one. Okay, I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of UK indie brands in here. Next one is the Beauty Moon Ice Maiden palette. I love a pastel, and this for me is just so stunning. Again, these shimmers, this shiver shade is literally like foil. Superior is one of those like really beautiful chunky kind of duochrome shimmers, but then also this shade Empress, one of my favorite pink shades ever. This is beautiful. Beauty Moon are going from strength to strength, if you ask me, lately, and I love this palette. Also, the artwork is just beautiful. I've just realised a lot of these palettes are kind of the same colour story. You can definitely tell I'm like a cool toned makeup lover. Artitude Metamorph, this is my favourite from them. Again, greens, blues, pinks, purples, absolutely gorgeous. This shade Floral is the most incredible multi-chrome purple. Looks gorgeous. Cocoon again is another one of those kind of chunkier shimmers. Just gorgeous. And Metamorph is the nicest shimmery lime green ever. Beautifully blendable. Love, love, love this palette. And again, Artitude are another brand that at the moment just they're just killing it with every single release. Ink and Roses comes a very close second, but I think Metamorph is still the one I love the most. Okay, if you are a regular to my channel, you know I love Cosmic Beauty. Delicious Delights, without doubt my favourite still. I know some people have said that the Christmas palette from this year took over for them. For me, this is still the best. I really love the New Lovers palette, but it just doesn't quite top this one. I love pastels, so this for me is perfect. We've got a little bit of kind of neutrally warmer kind of shades in here, but like this shade Minty, incredible. Sweetie is a gorgeous like periwinkle blue. It's just such a gorgeous palette, and yeah, without doubt my favourite from Cosmic Beauty. Blend Bunny was the easiest one. This is Law. Oh, I love this palette. They have just brought out Beauty Below. I have tried that once. It's gorgeous, but this for me is just exactly what I would want in a palette. 6 beautiful shimmers. We've got pastels, we've got the midtones, and then we've got the super kind of deep grungy tones of those shades. I just think it's stunning. I know a lot of people don't love the kind of way that that Blend Bunny, do their palettes kind of laid out this way. And I know they've kind of stepped away from this lately, but I love this format. I just think it makes it super easy if you're kind of grabbing it. Again, shimmers, incredible. The matte pastels are so bright, so beautiful, and they're not super white based, so you don't kind of get the kind of ashiness and kind of white that you can sometimes get with pastels. Okay, next up we've got Be Perfect. I did want to kind of include a more rainbow palette in here, and this is my favourite from Be Perfect. This is the Carnival Interstellar. I love this because it's got all the kind of greys, but there's loads of different tones of greys. You've got kind of more blue greys, more green greys, more kind of mushroomy, purpley greys. And then you've got a beautiful selection of kind of rainbow shades. I just think this palette has got everything. Honestly, it was one that I definitely considered doing for my Pan That palette for this year. Because it's just beautiful, and I love the Be Perfect formula. It's so lovely. Lately they've been releasing a lot of nude palettes, but I do hope they do kind of eventually go back to the kind of more colourful. And then finally, because I am a pink girl, I really wanted to include Beauty Bay Berries. This palette is 42 shades of beautiful pinks, purples. It's just stunning. Without doubt my favourite palette from Beauty Bay. It's just gorgeous. If you're into pinks, if you love pink eyeshadow, you want every kind of tone of pink in the world, this is the one you want to go for. It's beautiful. I just, the formula of Beauty Bay eyeshadows is so good, especially for the price, and like very often you can get this on kind of like £15. You've got like a stunning bright red in here. You've got a kind of beautiful corally shade. You've got kind of your more like basic everyday pinks. Shimmers in this one aren't the most exciting shimmers in the world. They're not anything special, but they're really, really good kind of basic shimmer formula. The shade Daiquiri is beautiful. And one of my favourites is also Video, which looks like that. They're just a really good shimmer formula. Nothing kind of revolutionary. They're not going to kind of break the mould, but I like a good quality kind of standard shimmer. So that is it for my If I Could Only Keep 10 palettes. Don't forget to go and check Grace's out. I absolutely loved seeing her picks too. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, hit subscribe. And if you want to make sure you do not miss another Collab Week video, then hit that bell icon and YouTube will notify you every time I post. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Don't forget to come back tomorrow for day 3. You've been fabulous. I've been Coleoftheball, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.